Out of the deepest darkness comes the brightest light. Happy Lionsgate portal. Hey crew, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer. Welcome to a very special Luminous pick a card reading, which is given in the honor of the Lionsgate portal. Each year on the 8th of the 8th, we have this wonderful energetic portal that opens up. I do want you guys to keep in mind that not every time when we have a numerological matchup, there is an energetic portal. Especially in this time, in August, it's been something that has been documented by astrologers and spiritual teachers throughout the centuries, coming from Sumerian and Babylonian time. This special Lionsgate energy holds not only the numerological energy of the number 8, the number of power and success and wealth, but also it is a portal that is dedicated to the rebirth of Venus. And what does Venus rule over? Well, she rules over beauty, money, or anything of value. She rules over our relationships, over love, romance, and erotic desires. So anything that has to do with making life more beautiful, this is what this energy is about. And because we are currently during a Venus retrograde in Leo at the time at which I'm filming this reading, there is this extra energy of trying to focus not so much on the exterior aspects of beauty, on the superficial layer of Venus, but to dive straight into our hearts. And Leo energy is about courage, loyalty, creativity, fighting for a good cause, defending what is just and right. It is the energy of a superhero or a superheroine. And this is exactly the kind of light that is infusing the collective in this period. We see in the world how many terrible disasters are taking place right now. My heart goes out to all the people that are being flooded in China at the moment. God bless them. I hope that they can come up with very fast community solutions to the tragedies that they find themselves in. And it's not only the case of China, but all over the world people have been hit. I think Italy was flooded a couple of weeks or months ago. It's just a case of finding strength in numbers and finding the courage to do what is right and to stand by what we believe in. And this is the light. This is true inner beauty. And this is Leo valiance. So I want to inspire you in this reading. We're going to take our time because I will read you the in-depth messages that you can find in the booklets of these oracle cards. I already pre-selected all the tarot and oracle cards which I'll be using in this reading. For some reason I cannot speak. I think I'm choked with emotion. And I just want to take each card one by one and to dive deeper into the message, the meaning, and the energy so that you will leave this reading feeling inspired. Maybe you can take some notes. Maybe you can bookmark this reading and come back and rewatch it a week after this around the new moon in Leo especially. That's a wonderful time to tap into as much light as possible so it can grow in the coming 6 months. I just hope that this will inspire you. This will give you soul nourishment because oh boy are we in need of that. And I chose here 3 luminous crystals that capture a lot of light and love. So for group 1 we have here this gorgeous citrine. For group 2 we have this rose quartz. For group 3 we have the clear quartz. Each of these crystals carries a specific meaning, which I will dive into when we reach your pile. Take a moment now to take a deep breath in with me. It's so cleansing. Breathing can be so cleansing and centering. Always rely on your breathing, on your body. It will never fail you. Tap into it as much as possible in times of chaos, because that is the route, that is the safety, that is the vessel through which you are meant to accomplish your destiny in this specific incarnation. But keep in mind that you are more of a spiritual being having a material existence. Yeah. So all this being said, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for my patrons. You guys are so awesome for sharing your resources with me. You're keeping my cats fed and you're keeping me well caffeinated. You're also helping me purchase crystals with your donations. So I'm super grateful for your support, especially during these trying times. Thank you as well to everyone who follows me on Instagram and TikTok. I upload a number of extra readings there, so if you guys are interested in short readings, go there and watch them. I don't know what's happening with my speech. Well, I do know that Saturn is transiting over my Mercury, so there is a case of actually needing to slow down a little bit, but I'm too excited with this Leonic portal opening up tonight. So all of this being said, let's jump into your reading. I hope you have made your choice. Good luck and many blessings. Let's see what messages come through for you. Mwah. Hello, Group 1. Welcome to your Messages of Light reading. So this is for those of you that were drawn to the citrine. Citrine is a crystal that denotes inner harmony, family warmth, affection and understanding among relatives and siblings, and just the feeling of having arrived home, of feeling safe and optimistic about the future. So I feel like this is the energy that the Lionsgate portal is bringing into your life. Just judging by the crystal you were drawn towards, there's some sort of healing of your ability to have confidence and to look clearly into the future with hope and optimism rather than fear and sadness. So let's see right now the cards that you got. The Sacrament of Extreme Unction. Healing, number 5. Opening heart, deep connections and water blessings, number 11. The solar plexus chakra. I'm smiling because this is the energy of the citrine, so let's put them together over here. We also have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. And your tarot cards are the Emperor, the Hierophant, wow, 2 major arcanas, and the Page of Wands. Amazing. So there's clearly a spouse entering into your life. The Lionsgate portal is opening up your heart to love, romantic love, committed love, long-term love. You will feel inspired, you will feel excited about the future, and you're also going to regain your mojo. Your lust levels are going to be rebalanced or reawakened. I see here an Aries or a potential Taurus, maybe somebody born on the cusp between the signs Aries and Taurus. I see a person that is an ideal mate for you, a person that is a wonderful organizer, but could also be somebody who has a little bit of an ego, so keep that in mind. I also see commitment. I see a higher spiritual union coming into being. I don't think this is somebody from your past. I think this is somebody completely new. You are going to gain a lot of confidence through this alliance, and I feel that if you have lost your faith in love, Lionsgate portal is going to bring this romantic union in your life, and you will see how the light, the divine being, angels, your ancestors, have always been on your side. They always have been having your back. So I feel that this is the resounding, quite direct message that I can pick up from these cards. You won't have to wait too long. Anytime from the moment when you watch this reading up until spring of next year, from the moment when you watch this reading, is a wonderful opportunity for you to meet the Emperor and to have this wonderful spiritual and physical union. So I'm drawn towards the fact that we have this card, the Sacrament of Extreme Unction, which almost feels like you're being baptized by the light again. If you have been feeling like you're walking in the dark, if you have been entertaining negative emotions or a mindset of nothing good ever happens to me, if you've been like feeding yourself some negativity, I feel like the Lionsgate portal energy is going to cleanse you of that. It's going to bring back hope, because on some level you are deeply healing. Your heart is opening finally. I feel like some of you are saying, oh God, I can feel things again. I don't have to block myself and maybe feel bitter. I can release the bitterness, I can release the sadness, and I feel like myself again, like a loving, fully functioning human being. Some of you will overcome depression, and it will lead you into a state of opening your heart that will bring you closer to the union you've always wanted to have. Yeah, we're dealing here with an emperor, not a knight, not a king, but the end game. Yeah, the partner who most likely you will continue to live for the rest of your life. I want to read you right now the deeper messages of each of these cards. So let's begin first with the Sacrament of Extreme Unction. Your heart knows how to let go so you can find peace. It is time for you to experience spiritual closure. A beautiful new reality is opening up for you. Entering it requires you to release your attachment to the past. You have been inwardly preparing for a powerful rebirth. Now is the time to trust in what is meant for you and move toward it with an open, trusting heart and peaceful mind. So this is the message of light from this gorgeous white light oracle. Now let's see what message of healing you need to hear. You're about to be illuminated by love and truth. Right now, healing is taking place to support your understanding of the gifts in your experiences. Weird or difficult circumstances can often be a fast-track path to your desires. Until we recognize subtle imbalances, the best way to clean up outdated beliefs is to have our buttons pushed. Buttons are created by continued attention to imbalanced thoughts, ideas, or beliefs. Every time we are reminded of or talk about a hurt, it pushes a button and reopens a wound that we are yet to heal. Wounds are created by mental, spiritual, or physical trauma. Poking at them will prolong the healing process. Leave them alone so balance can be restored and wholeness can return. Inspired action for healing may include seeing a therapist, consulting a medical professional, or spending time in the ocean. Focusing on what you love is also healing. All is perfect in every moment, even if we can't see it at the time. Let's see what the Priestess of Light has to tell you about the deeper message of this opening heart, gorgeous card. The Mermaid Priestess of the Ocean holds out a hand, calling your attention to your right, the future, and your many upcoming opportunities for connection. Her other hand is held over the heart center, as this card portends important relationships on many levels. The first is the potential for a deeply intimate romantic love with the Emperor. Your soul longs to connect, so allow yourself to release any resistance and open your heart to trust. The next is the kingship of friends and loved ones who truly resonate with your higher desires and beliefs. The Hierophant. This family of your soul brings support and joy that help expand your consciousness in amazing directions, including the energetic realms. The rolling waters of the sea represent the profound presence of spirit and the depth of the connections you can now make with the vast spiritual world around you. These heart-to-heart communications can be life-changing, so let yourself be open to receiving the powerful waves of inspiration and guidance coming your way. On a literal level, this card may speak of bodies of water in your experience and environment. You may soon find yourself traveling by or over water for personal or professional reasons. Your residence or workplace may be relocating near water, or you may begin a relationship with someone who is similarly situated. Remember, whenever you are near water, let yourself absorb the magic of its energy and the power of its spirit. Offer prayers of thanks for the life force of water that always nurtures your earthly existence. Your affirmation is, gentle waves of love, friendship, and spirit are coming my way. I am deeply grateful for the life-giving energies of water. So maybe you're a water sign, or being around water is a resounding message around this beautiful Lionsgate Ishtar's portal. And the final message of light that I have here for you. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ consciousness to be woven through all of life. She is not widely known, but without her Christ consciousness, she would not be rising as it is today. Anna represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life of service. She represents the generations that came before that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being, while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthier than another. One person's part may be to mother their children. Another's may be to gather women in circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and surrender to our part of the plan. Your guiding Work Your Light activation is, Beloved Anna, thank you for laying the foundations for the divine plan in my life. May the seeds of light within me be revealed, and may I surrender to my part of the divine plan. God bless, so may it be. This has been your reading. Make sure to do some breathing exercises that activate your solar plexus. Listen to some meditation music that awakens your solar plexus, or wear a piece of citrine and other bright yellow warming crystals to activate the seat of confidence and willpower on your body. I hope that you have a blessed Lionsgate portal celebration, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye, Group 1. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your special Messages of Light Lionsgate portal reading. This is for those of you that were drawn to the rose quartz. This is an impossibly soothing, calming crystal. It heals the heart. It opens you up to a very soft Venusian energy. It comforts, it forgives, and it gives you that extra kind boost that you may need to overcome limits, challenges, rude people, impolite situations, coarse language, all sorts of things that could grate and irritate your energy or imbalance your aura. So this is a very sweet, receptive, and very loving vibration. And you are drawn towards this, which tells me that the Lionsgate portal has some very comforting messages for you. Let's figure out what these are. So your cards are the Pearl of Shadow. Let your light shine. You see the heart. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Gaia, Mother Earth. Divine Masculine, electric active power. Group 1 had a very similar message to yours, which makes me think that you just slid into this group as well. So you might have listened to Group 1 as well. And these are your tarot cards from the Light Seers Tarot. The Ace of Wands, a bold new beginning. The Ten of Cups, happiness, friendship, connection, love. And the Ten of Swords, 2 tens. Wow, you hit the jackpot. Whatever betrayal you might have suffered in the past in love, it is now being released. You are being cleared of some toxicity, an obsessive pattern of feeling and thinking that was really stopping you from feeling energized, from feeling hopeful. I feel like some of you could have even gone on medication in order to balance yourself out. I'm here to let you know that the Lionsgate portal is flooding your energy with this restful, dreamy, kinder vibration. I feel that first of all, you are going to start loving your body more. You are going to change some dietary habits and you're going to improve them. If you are eating too little or not nourishing, now you're going to eat well and you're going to feel satiated and full. You're going to adopt better products. Maybe you're going to start cooking for yourself or accept the cooked meals of another person around you. I feel like you're going to press the reset button on your health habits. You're going to improve them. You're going to restore your vitality. You are just going to go for wellness and well-being 120%. Yeah. I see here that you will also experience a glow up as a result of this disciplined way of showing love to yourself and being kinder to yourself. Resting, sleeping well, hydrating yourself, eating well, all of these things are going to bring out that inner beauty of your soul, and you're just going to bloom and you're going to blossom, and it's going to be this gorgeous glow up that you will be going through in the coming period. So allow this energy to crack you open. Allow the Lionsgate portal to maybe bring up some feelings that were quite deeply buried in your energy. You might have a good cry around the time of the activation of this portal. Allow the tears to flow out of your body. Sacrifice the salt of your body to the earth, and you will be given back a lighter mood, a fresher mindset, and just a feeling of relief. It's like, finally, I can let this rest. I can bury this feeling. I can bury that person or situation that was haunting me. Obviously, metaphorically speaking, not in actuality. Please don't bury anyone, okay? Let your light shine. You're no longer going to dim yourself in order to fit in. If you were in a relationship with a person that could have wanted you to be at their beck and call, if you felt controlled, if you had to entertain a narcissist, if you just needed to hide yourself because you didn't feel safe, it wasn't safe being yourself, well, I'm here to let you know that it's all over. You will be allowed to maybe spend more time on your own, but this time on your own will be so precious to your self-becoming. So I want to read you right now the deeper messages of these cards, because there are some light activation words that you need to hear. We are going to begin first with this card, the Pearl of Shadow from the White Light Oracle, number 35. Taking responsibility for your experiences empowers you. You are going to resolve an issue through spiritual inspiration and higher guidance. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. Have courage and commitment to your awakening, for you are a precious being and can go far on the spiritual path in this lifetime. Sharo is a Tibetan word meaning to arise or manifest and shine with radiant spiritual light. Get ready to be in the spotlight as well. You could begin some sort of performance job. You could step up more and be seen by other people. I feel like even family members or a lover are going to figure out how much they have put you in the background, how much they took you for granted. Well, it's the end of that era. Now it's an era in which you will allow your heart and your personality to come out and play. You're going to become braver, gutsier, bolder. Now let's see the message of the Let Your Light Shine card number 45. This card summons you to be authentic. Today, embrace your uniqueness, Group 2. Say to yourself, I am so pleased and honored to be me. Embrace the parts of you that may feel a little strange. They feel this way because you resist experiencing the fullness of you. We can all feel a little odd or peculiar at times, longing to be like everyone else and just fit in. But compromise breeds resentment. Locking yourself into the pretense of what others want will strangle your soul and split you in two. Accept yourself. Set yourself free from judgment and what you perceive others think about you. Let your soul shine outward and inspire others to connect, embrace, and shine their truth too. When we are aligned with our soul, we feel loved and satisfied. We no longer need others to lean on to fill our perceived voids or to be different to who they are. Instead, we want to be with others for the pure joy of it. Create new ways toward anything that is of interest to you. Can you feel relief wash over you? Because you are beautiful. It's such a positive energy. So this is what's coming over you. Let's see the next message of this gorgeous card, the Ever Unfolding Rose. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want it to close, to let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to simply fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open no matter how much it hurts to do so, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open, my dear. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, much like the rose quartz energy that I mentioned at the beginning of your reading. To wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. And your affirmation is, everything will be okay. Let it crack me open. I kind of felt a little bit teary-eyed. I feel like you guys have been through so much and you're just so tired and fed up. But I hope that these messages are helping you get cracked open and fall back in love with yourself and your life. Now, we have here the final message, the Divine Masculine, which is a very clear indication of what is coming up next in your life. A lot of joy and potentially a new person to wake you up physically, erotically, romantically, sensually. Somebody to give you faith in other men and to help restore the connection that you have with your own sense of masculinity, with your own capacity to act into the world. Because maybe challenges have made you feel quite impotent. Like, what's the point of taking any action? Maybe media messages have scared you. Maybe you wake up feeling overwhelmed, thinking that your actions don't matter because the world is going to collapse. But that's not true. That never was true. People always found solutions to big problems, small problems, everyday problems. It's just that you need to forgive your inner masculine in order to fall in love with one that will appear in your own life quite soon. So let's dive deeper into this message. This is the card of Osiris, Master of Resurrection. He heralds a time of active, creative energy in your life. He fuses his own inner light with the powerful and eternal vibration of universal consciousness, being newly empowered in every cell and every thought. The hawk that sits on his shoulders has a strong life force and intense energy. This card indicates that you are entering this field of expansive energy at this time. In flight, the hawk has great vision and the ability to communicate with the spirit of creation, and this is an important message for you. You are moving into a time of great creative and productive energy, so let yourself consider what project or activity is calling to your soul. Whether it's a new business, a novel, or a work of art, now is the time to focus on this type of endeavor. Your own resonance vibrates with an absolutely electric connection with universal inspiration and accelerated action. In fact, you may emerge from this time feeling not only reinvigorated, but even reinvented. On a personal level, this card could signify an approaching relationship with a man. It may be a new romance, or it could be a strong friendship or business connection. This man brings fresh ideas and dynamic energy into your life, so be conscious of any new opportunities. Remember, as you receive the guidance and support, always to maintain your own creative intention and listen to your own intuitive voice. Your affirmation is, as I connect with the creative force in the universe, my own creativity expands and thrives. And on this beautiful note, I'm going to wrap up your reading. Make sure to carry some rose quartz around the activation of this Lionsgate portal. You will feel like your creativity will spark up. You will feel supported and loved, if not by a romantic partner, although that is also possible, at least by your friends and family, the people in your neighborhood, the people in your community. You are about to become a really important person known in your local environment. So work at bringing that creative impulse into a material manifestation and share the joy of your imagination with us all. Thank you so much for listening, Group 2. Take care. Bye. Hi, Group 3. Welcome to your special Messages of Light Lionsgate Activation Portal reading. We are going to flood you with inspiring knowledge from the deepest light source in the universe, the divine. So let's find out what your cards are. But also, I need to mention before jumping into that, I'm a little bit impatient. I can feel your excitement. You have chosen the clear quartz. This is the crystal that helps you just purify yourself, helps keep negative energies at bay. So you might need to wear it in this period just to help rebalance yourself out a little bit, especially if you came into contact with a lot of people. This is a wonderful crystal to keep by your side whenever you have to deal with a large number of people or deal with many tasks. It keeps stress at bay, and stress is one of the leading causes of a number of health-related problems. And health or dis-ease just shows how we have taken ourselves out from our natural state of ease and harmony and pure love. So a cleansing energy, maybe even there could be a rain shower that takes place on the 8th of August as this Lionsgate energy activates. I would strongly recommend that you go outside and stand underneath it for just maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Don't stay too long because you might catch a cold. But just to kind of cleanse the electricity from your body, especially if you've been spending a lot of time indoors, plugged into a lot of technological devices, just feeling a bit the droplets of rain rebalances you and brings out all those positive ions in your body. So make sure to wear some clear quartz or tap into the energy of this gorgeous, gorgeous, universally beautiful and blessed crystal. And now, all that being said, let's see the cards that you've got. The Theta of Venus, number 25. The Divine Feminine. Oh, fascinating, because Group 2 got the Divine Masculine card. So you could be a pair with Group 2. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? That's where the purification comes in. The Chakra Sacré. Okay, so this is the sacral chakra. This is the place around your belly button and the womb. Building your world, creation, expansion, and networking. You're laying some important foundations, number 33, and your tarot cards are from the Light Seers Tarot. 3 of Wands, travel, exploration, broadening your mind, your horizons. Knight of Pentacles, an earth sign counterpart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And we also have here the Ace of Swords, thinking differently about your life, getting a fresh mindset, a new system of values, communicating in a completely different way, maybe even communicating in a new language, as you could potentially travel to study or live and work in a new place, a new country, a new city, someplace removed from the familiar. And I have a feeling that on the way, you are going to meet an earth sign who's going to be a long-term partner to you, whether for work, study, or romance. That remains to be seen. I don't see any other more cups, cards, or anything more romantic around it, but I see that this is a very fortunate time in your life when you're being asked to simply shift a little bit the way you see reality, be bold and expand your horizons, and you will be rewarded with a very physical manifestation of your deepest desire. And I feel that for most of you, this desire is not only to grow and have fun and learn and travel, but it is also to meet a counterpart that can help you do that. Somebody that has the same amount of stamina like you, physical, mental, and emotional, because I see here your lucky animal spirit is the horse, the black horse, especially Black Beauty. So I want to dive straight into reading the deeper messages of the light activation cards I have here in front of me. So we will begin with the Theta of Venus. Attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within or around you, but do not give them a foothold in your heart. You are ready for higher understanding, to see things in a new and more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and highly spiritual life path. Gorgeous. So I feel that you are being called to step up into a social role, to be of service to the community, and also to release negativity and to be more positive. Feel like you can truly help others around you and contribute to the world. Now, the Divine Feminine card, number 31, has another message for you. You are being asked to shine your light on your desires. Look beyond the obvious and the superficial into the heart of a matter. Peer deeper into the hidden and explore the mysterious. Remember your vast potential and the unlimited possibilities available to you. It is time to trust your intuition, your inner voice, and your instincts. This may also be a time for stillness, for there are unseen forces at work, orchestrating the whole universe to bring intense and beautiful experiences to your life. Allow yourself to receive all that you want. You are the mother of all you create. Nurture yourself and all that flows within and around you. There may be an impending marriage or birth around you, either physically or symbolically. The Divine Feminines want you to know there is always enough to go around because abundance is everywhere. So embrace joy and leave your cares to the wind. That might be easier said than done. I could feel you wincing a little bit at that final sentence. But let's explore what the High Priestess of Light has to tell you regarding the way in which you're laying a foundation in your life at the moment. So it seems like you're busy trying to reinvent yourself. You might relocate, as we saw on this card, or just put the stepping stone in an educational path that could change your income, your social role, maybe even your social status. So let's see what she has to say to you. A priestess of the bees sits peacefully in the hollow of a tree, gathering the energy of the bees that fly around her and rest on her fingertips and third eye. She's surrounded by the honeycomb, and through her vision is turned inward, her thoughts are focused on outer plants taking shape. The bee is one of nature's most industrious creatures, and this card foretells a time of great productivity and expansion for you. If you've been thinking about growing your business or creating an entirely new one, focus on those intentions now. Your dreams may also include composing music, writing, teaching, painting, cooking, or baking, which are all projects that build on ideas and produce nectar for the body, mind, and soul. They do require repeated attention and action, so take time to create a plan, set some goals, and bring both the creative and technical elements together. The bee is also a symbol of fertility, so the expansion foretold here may relate to family matters. A child or children on the way, new in-laws through marriage, or even reconnecting with distant friends or relatives are all ways that you may be expanding your personal network. On a practical level, this card could also indicate a career in architecture, design, or construction. It could also signify connections with people who do such work. You may even be building a new house or expanding your present one. The bees join together to assemble their hive structure and provide for their community, increasing value for all. Now is the perfect time for you to build the world you desire, so make your plans and set to work. Your affirmation is, I have the power to create my world and prioritize the projects that I desire. As I continue to take action, my joy and fulfillment will expand. God bless. So may it be. And the final card that we have here is the Align Your Life. Let's see what wisdom does it contain for you. What in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, but there comes a time when it is harder to hold on to this facade than it is to embrace who we truly are, to surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If you pull this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were, or the things that you once defined yourself by, the job, the relationship, and the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now, to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity, to embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationships or circumstances, and it is time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. Your guiding affirmation is, what in your life is not aligned or needs to change? Or maybe this is more like something you need to ponder in this period. I feel that the Lionsgate portal is going to help you see with clarity what needs to change in your energy. You will feel a subtle shift taking place on the day of the Lionsgate portal, and it will bring a wave of inspiration. This is basically the energy I see here. You might even need to go outside, walk a little bit, or go on a trip in order to feel fully the replacement of the past energy with a very progressive and living kind of force in your life. This is the reading that I had for you. I hope you found these messages useful. Thank you so much for listening. God bless and have a wonderful Lionsgate portal celebration. Bye bye.